I see this video since yesterday that Sowore has been arrested for being the organizer of the protest that first led Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer and Nnamdi Kanu's brother or relatives arrested. Now, on that day, they failed to arrest Sowore, but now, yesterday, Sowore has been arrested. You see, I see a protest in Nigeria is now a crime, isn't it? Protest in Nigeria is now a crime. I see that gradually, the Nigerian government is taking Nigerians for granted and is calling Nepal in Nigeria. Yes, that is it. Tinubu government is gradually taking, or is taking Nigeria for granted at the same time, calling Nepal in Nigeria. Nepal is not far from Nigeria. Since protest is now a crime in Nigeria. Now, talking about protest, restriction from court order or disobedience to the court order. The court order, it was the police who tear gassed these people. They denied that there was no firearms. Meanwhile, the protester said there was firearms. God saved them. The police debunked that. They are very quick to debunk, to dismiss. But yes, there was tear gas. They tear gassed the protesters. So the protesters ran away from there. They couldn't go to the restricted area from the court. Yeah, these people has been arrested for even coming out to protest. You see, there was a court. This same court has been in existence before now. In 2012, 2007, 2007, then when we were small, the likes of Fani Gani is his name. There was a court that time. Everything he did at that time. The same court who says, and police and the court say they do not have any right to restrict the protester for say protesters should not protest. There was a court and there was police at that time. That was what they said. In 2012, when Tinubu led protest against Jonathan, this same court has been in existence. The court never restricted Tinubu and his cohort against Jonathan. It never restricted them. It never restricted them. But suddenly now, it is a crime to protest, to come to the National Assembly or any area in Abuja to protest. Tinubu and his member blocked Ojota and every part of the country at that time protesting against Jonathan. Yes. It was okay at that time to protest against injustice, to protest against bad government, to protest against injustice from the government to the Nigerian people as at then. Then Tinubu was fighting for democracy, was fighting for Nigerians. Now Tinubu now have the power to change things that went wrong at that time, that makes him come out or organize the protest for the protesters to protest against bad governors. The government were not doing well. Then the citizens were fed up about the bad governance at that time. At that time, Tinubu have the solution to solving the problem of this country. He was looking for power, desperate for it. That if he get hold of the power, he was going to do it. He was going to change the country. Not too long ago, Tinubu, INEC, and the Supreme Court now make Tinubu the president to change the things that went wrong under PDP. Now, Tinubu is not doing worse. To protest in Nigeria is now a crime under Tinubu. Court now suddenly wake up restricting the organizers or the protest not to protest. Gradually, this is to send signals to the protesters. Next time, do not come out to protest. Do you want to be arrested? That is the reason why we are here. That's why we are talking about this. Tinubu now have the power to change this country. All he could use his power to do is to intimidate Nigerians. Do you understand? Is to intimidate Nigerians, sending signal to them not to come out next time to protest. See, sir, I'm telling you this. You are only, the more you do this, the more you are awakening the spirit in us. The more you are provoking our anger. The youth, they are boiling. They are boiling. Nepal is not far from Nigeria as it is now. What happens in Nepal is not far from Nigeria. The way this government is doing now, the way they are going about harassing people, intimidating people, as if we are not, we do not have any right again to do anything in this country. Since government wants to control our movement, our everything, which never happens under previous administrations we ever had in this country, Tinubu want his own, or Tinubu own is different. If we have never had presidents in this country before, we would have thought, okay, when you become the president, this is what the president is all about. This is what the power of the president is all about. Using their power positions to intimidate, to abuse others. Now you could see the political violence that is going on under Tinubu. APC members are now intimidating others every day, every time, just because we had a president who does not care, who wants to to be a president for now, who wants to win 2027 presidential election. I'm just telling you now, I said it before, that what is coming is bigger than what you are saying today. If you think I'm lying, you watch and see. And mind you, this what is bigger than what you are saying today, if it does not come before 2027, before the election or after the election, if anything happens beyond what Nigerians expected, you will see what will happen. And if it does not happen in 2027, Tinubu will force himself on us again, because I'm very sure he will not win the election in Nigeria. But if they rig the election, at that time, the spirit, the giant in Nigerian youth, in the Nigerian people, that giant will wake up. The problem you are looking for, it will surely come. At that time, before 2020, before 2031, that problem will come, because this injustice will not stand. Now, the police suddenly wake up to arrest Nnamdi Kanu, damage control. I mean, to arrest Sowore for organizing the protest, damage control, after Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer have been arrested and his brother had been arrested on that same day. Sowore was not arrested, because a lot of talk. Why did you do this? This is still the part of the failed government we are talking about, taking side of everything. This is the hatred and the tribe we are talking about. Because look at those people that were arrested on that day. Look at them. Look at how many of them that were from a particular region. Do you understand? After a lot of talk, say, why did you leave the organizer or the protest? Why did you arrest these people and leave? They said so we were running. They said this and this and that. So just to create this sort of police is doing with fairness, that what is good for this is good for that. Everybody are equal before the law. What equal before the law? What equals before the law? And they suddenly arrest Sowore after making arrangement, making plans with Sowore just to come and stage this to say that Sowore has been arrested. Why didn't you arrest him on that day? After a lot of I'll tell you, after making plans, arrangement with Sowore, just come pretend we arrested you. This is what happened, just to put a message out there with this police day now saying this and this and that. The court restricted them. You violate the court order. What nonsense? What court order are you talking about? The court order who violate how many the laws of Nigerians? What nonsense? After all the plans and everything, see, just a watch. The problem is not far from here. Like I said, Nepal is not far from here. When Nigerians we come out in mass, in millions, the police and the president will not even take it. Play. Anyways, God, this country, Nigeria. Anyways, please share this video, like, share, comment, and follow for more.